yeah, it's been a pretty hectic 3 weeks. The first week we thought we weren't going to be running at all.
It means a lot to me. I mean, if the team didn't go ahead this year, I was just going to call it a day. I wasn't going to play anywhere else.
It would have been a big loss to, I think, to quite a number of people, myself included.
We wouldn't know what to do if we didn't have hockey to go to at the weekends.
You know, it means a lot to a lot of people and the boys, you know, and I'm sure they're putting a little bit of extra effort this year because of it.
It's really hard to explain because it's not really a team, it's a family.
It's my life.
The night is about meeting the players. At the moment, of the 20 or so players that we've got, only 11 or so have been announced. So tonight we'll be announcing the rest of those.
Like tonight's meet the players. Tonight I'm going to meet the new ones and have a drink with the old ones, and that's what's good about it for me.
It's been delayed somewhat. We would have normally announced the players over the last few weeks, but obviously it would be pretty foolish to do that until we're absolutely certain that we were running.
Everyone within the hockey world, not just within the Raiders, you know, outside as well, you meet so many people, and it's more of a social thing rather than just the sports side of things. We had a fantastic new Czechoslovakian player, Vaclav. He came in yesterday, 38 years old, been playing professional ice hockey all his life. A lot of our players who were intending to come back, they actually stayed faithful to us, which was great. But tonight is formally introducing the rest of the squad, telling the fans about some surprise signings that we've got over the last few days, and a couple of those are quite a coup for the team. Right, I'm John Scott. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the London Raiders Ice Hockey Management Committee. It's a new committee that's been set up as a result of the previous owner declining to continue with the season. There was about 4 weeks to run before the first game, so we was in a bit of a panic situation. I can understand his reasons for doing so.
There was a few of us who were operating the team for the old owner that decided that we'd take on the reins and we'd set up a management committee to actually run the team afterwards.
You know, it is what it is, you know.
All the work the previous owner had done had obviously been wasted with his decision to walk away from the team. I can understand his decision. There was a lot of money lost last year.
It's been a bit of a strain for some people that have been organising it and doing the background for it. I always had faith though. I always knew that we wouldn't fold.
Gratification from left to right, soul strength division from the third eye blind. Weakness and fear, they run rampant around here. We suffered in silence while you bite off the ear. This 8 years are wasted, it's put to good use. I use this hate for my light and abuse. Fight till the death, to the last breath. I fight till it's gone and I've got nothing left. Fight till the death, to the last breath. I fight till it's gone and I've got nothing left.
There were finance issues. We knew that they'd lost £38,000 last year, so we had to put together a financial package.
So I was just about getting ready to retire really, and then luckily enough the fans got it all back together, allowed us to keep on going. So all the boys are really grateful for that.
We managed to go out to the fans. The fans were incredibly generous. They immediately bought all of the team players' shirts, which is something that we do every year. We sold all of those within a couple of days and raised £10,000.
It just goes to show how much it means to the fans this year. You know, the team was on the urge of folding.
We then asked fans to dip their hands in their pockets if they wanted the team to keep going. We got another £6,000 or £7,000 in pledges, which was incredibly generous of them. And as you'll meet some of the guys today, you'll see exactly how passionate they are about ice hockey.
We've got a really strong following. We've got a lot of die-hard fans that will follow us anywhere.
We were still struggling a little bit. We got some commercial sponsors. Fortunately, some companies that I deal with were happy to sponsor the team. They get a logo on the shirt, they get a program advert, that gives them a bit of advertising. But as much as anything else, it's goodwill. So we raised another few thousand there.
It's really weird because I felt in myself there was no way that certain people would let this team down. So that's why you carry on doing what you do, because we all enjoy the sport.
And then Havering Council, I guess realising that the situation we was in was somewhat related to them closing our rink, they actually stumped up a reasonably significant amount of money, £7,500. I was surprised they were happy to release that figure because it is quite big, and that managed to keep us on ice. We moved to a new rink at Lee Valley. Our rink in Romford is being demolished.
It was a big move, especially for me because it was further for me to travel.
It has a massive effect. Romford was, you know, it had a good, good youth development. It's got a good following. We've been there a long time. We've got a good fan base.
It had a massive effect. Really, I mean, obviously we lost a lot of fans. We lost our home rink. We lost a lot of things that we got used to, all the comforts of having your home rink. Like, we knew how to play there, we had our own changing room, and now we're kind of renting someone else's rink. So it's a big difference. It took a long time for Lee Valley to start to feel like home, but I think we're starting to get there now.
So at the meantime, we've got to keep the team running. We need a team left for us to be able to take to the new rink, and we'd also like to build a new team at Lee Valley so that they will be a very good rival for us in the future.
But it's just trying to get the number up, get more fans through the gate to keep the team alive, really. We can't rely on our die-hard fans to do everything for us.
When you move club, you know, it's a whole change. You know, it's had a massive effect. But you know, we've managed to keep it going, and hopefully we can keep it going until we get the new rink back.
It was difficult. There wasn't a great deal of point keeping the Romford name. There's certain potential arguments regarding ownership of name, etc. And it certainly made sense to try and identify with the local fan base as well.
We did have times where we thought we wasn't going to have a team, but the passion that the players put into the team, I think it makes you want to go.
Yeah, we've still got the main core of the team, and you know, we still feel like with the Raiders every time we put the shirt on, it's the same colours, same name. You know, it's just a different rink. The first half of the season was hard, but it started to feel a bit more like home towards the end.
But we've still got the biggest thing, which is Raiders.
There'll be a lot of people saying that we're running this as the Romford Raiders in London, and as soon as we've got a rink, we'll be back to Romford. I don't view it that way. I think that we need to appeal to the local fan base. We need to get the local fans involved, and when those local fans have taken to the sport as we have, then they'll be in a position to carry it on when some of our committee may decide to go back to Romford.
probably about 16, 17 years ago. My brother-in-law's been going to the Raiders since day one basically, and he kept trying to get us to go there, and I wouldn't go because I don't like sport.
No, I started watching the Raiders on December the 16th, 1991, roughly. I was a bit bored, listened to a radio advert, which is somewhere we're going to be marketing this year because it brought me in. Never really had any interest in ice hockey, was bored this Sunday evening, and haven't missed that many home games since.
It's a team that I grew up watching as a kid. It's a team that I always wanted to play for. So yeah, it means a lot to us every time we put that shirt on.
My first game we were playing against the Isle of Wight, and all those guys in the other room will tell you the Zamboni packed up, the blade fell off, and the game was abandoned, and it was awarded to the Isle of Wight 5-0. So yes, I remember the first game.
I've been with the team 25 years now.
Well, I've been involved since the start of 2000, but obviously been interested in the hockey for a little bit longer than that. So
we went there eventually because my wife wanted to go, and she said within 20 minutes she was up shouting and screaming. It took me about 4 weeks, and now 17 years later I still don't know what the referees are called in.
Got no idea. I think they'd have been gutted if the team had folded, just like the players would have been. I suppose they'd have wanted to get their hockey fix somewhere.
And yeah, I think it's quite natural for hockey fans to progress into a greater involvement. It certainly was for me. I got conned into taking a few photographs by the local paper reporter who was a friend of mine. I started buying more expensive cameras to get better results, and then once you've forked out on more expensive cameras and lenses, well, you've got no option but to carry on, have you? So
I do the merchandise. I sell the merchandise for the team. I've done that for the past 5 seasons.
I do the DJing for the team. I run all the social events. My wife sells the tickets on the door. My daughter does tickets on the door. My granddaughter does tickets on the door. It's just...
I sell all like hoodies and replica shirts and things like that, and little knickknacks, photos of the players and everything.
Fan base improvement, sponsorship acquisition, functions, fundraisers, various things like that. And we're looking for the fans to step forward, and there's some pretty capable guys out there who can fill some of these roles and actually make sure it's a fully functioning team that isn't reliant upon one owner in the future. That, in my opinion, has been the problem over the last 20 years.
Yeah, I've done chuck-a-puck 50-50, taking the players up to Nottingham in my own car, and yeah, not getting paid for it, and it's more of a passionate thing.
Our team manager very sadly passed away the day before the owner decided to stop running the team.
With the sad passing of Mick, it was a big blow, and I think this year will be a memory to Mick.
Mick Cahill, our manager, yeah, he has a massive effect in passing away. No one can replace him.
know, it's owned by the fans now, and I think a lot of the reason why is because of Mick Cahill, because he was a big part of Romford. He'd, you know, been really involved in it since the start.
Trophies, I keep my head down. Music and elbows, they pound in your ear holes. You lose all direction, but I keep my head down. No, but I end up face first on the ground. But I end up face first on the ground. But I end up face first on the ground.
Interference, penalty time at 6:02. There you go. Finally back to four skaters, rating back to full straight. Finally back to four skaters, rating back to full straight. Penalties there, first element to number 88, your London Raiders, number 6, Danny Marshall, looks overseas, 2 minutes for Rocket.
3 weeks of the most frantic activity of my life, but all very much worth it.